What up, YouTube? I just hit you with the bruh, man. But yeah, anyway, I'm back, man. Just rambling about nothing again. You know what I'm saying? I was on the fifth floor. It's the fifth entry. It's the fourth entry. But yeah, anyways, man, just been thinking a lot about, life lately and the crazy stuff that happens and stuff like that. Like I was just eating and like I said, I had something on the stove. I actually had me one of those Earl Campbell hot links on that boy. But ever since one of my homeboys he showed me uh he showed me a YouTube video on how some Zionist or some Jew conspiracy thing where they was talking about rounding up how they was abducting kids and taking them, draining their blood and putting them off in the slaughterhouses and grinding them in with the meat and stuff like that. Like I ain't been too easy on eating anything, you know what I'm saying, lately. Like it got me checking everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's some cruel stuff, man. Like they say something like 800,000 kids come up missing in the country every year and stuff like that. And that dude was on. He was just talking like, yeah. I mean, you could look it up, man. I don't just look up McDonald's food exposed, and it's gonna say something about some Jewish guy. So I think his name starts with a Z or something like that. But anyways, yeah, he was like, yeah, man, we see. He was like, y'all so stupid, and we grind up your. He was like, He was like, we get your kids and you drain their blood and they drink their blood. We like we drink the blood of our enemies. And then he was like saying, yeah, we're not cannibals, so we sell the. He was like, we sell the bodies to the slaughterhouses. And for years, we all know, I've been knowing that, you know, fast food isn't real food. I've been knowing that, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's like you know, some type of compound that they making or something like that to extend the food, to make the food, more of what it is. Because we know it ain't meat. I'm thinking it's some type of powder substance that they making into dough or something like that, or they putting it into the meat. But and but why I was saying that it was because the dude was like, yeah, we sell it to the slaughterhouses, and our biggest our biggest seller to them is McDonald's. He was like, yeah, you eat them in your sausages in the morning, and you eat them in your burgers. That's why we make burgers the most, America's favorite food. That's the thing that most fast food restaurants around here is burgers, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's what people know. They eat burgers. You know what I'm saying? Like McDonald's, Burger King, Whataburger. You can get 100,000 chains of burgers. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, I hear stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? I hear stuff all the time, but when I heard that, I got an uneasy feeling, and I've been having this feeling ever since I've seen that because I don't know, maybe that uneasy feeling will go away, or maybe because I like McDonald's, I like their double cheeseburgers, or maybe because it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Because the people coming up missing, and you know what I'm saying, you don't know where they are, and it's already we already think that they doing something like crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then he come out and say that, and then the thing about it is that he said that even though we telling y'all what we doing, y'all still gonna run to McDonald's and go eat those fucking burgers and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is one. This is one where I'm not gonna do no more. I'm sorry. I can't eat a McDonald's burger no more. But see, he said that McDonald's is one of their biggest ones. That's not their only one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell they grinding up in this food nowadays. Like I really don't know, man. Like it's scary to think about that too. It is, man. It done really made my stomach like queasy last couple of days. Like I've been eating a lot of peanut butter and jelly, but even then, I was reading. I had seen some YouTube video, and they was talking about how it's, it was one of those videos. I can't remember what it was, but um, can you do this? And they was like, if we had to, could we eat bugs? And they was like, yes, we could eat bugs. Bugs could be one of our bugs. Could be one of our, you know, one of something on our diet. And they was like, yeah, they let a certain amount of bugs be off in this food, and this food, and that food. And then when they said peanut butter, I could just remember like before crunching on something. Like when I used, I mean, non crunchy peanut butter. I can remember crunching stuff like like a wing or something. I'm telling you, I done did that a few times though, and I'd be like, what is that? And I remember I used to think that maybe, cause I ain't gonna lie, when we was younger, my granny had roaches like bad, like seriously, she had. Man, I remember a couple of them bit me. That's how bad she had roaches. See, everybody don't get bit by a roach. You gotta have a lot of roaches to get bit. You gotta have a lot of roaches. That means some roach ain't getting no food. You know what I'm saying? There's so many of them that I guess they just whatever they can find and eat, they just eat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many of them. You know, sometimes it ain't no food. Sometimes you got one in a room where it ain't no food and he locked up in there. He don't know how to get out. He probably was born there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where to get no food at. So he walked up on my leg and God, my sister was like, "What happened?" I said, "I got bit by a roach." She was like, "Roaches don't bite." That roach bit me. I know what it feels like to get bit. And that roach, I got bit and I looked down. There was a roach on my leg. He bit me. But anyway, yeah, man, that whole thing with the McDonald's and the dudes grinding up the burger, grinding up the kids and the burgers and stuff like that, and then all the missing people just makes so much sense. Like it was just like I know it's a lot of conspiracies out there, man. Like I for one believes a lot of these conspiracies. Some of them, I believe some of them, but I believe that it has truth in it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all lies. Like the first one that got me was probably the first one that got everybody awakened. But the whole 9/11 thing, that got me. And I know that's old as hell. That's over 10. That's almost 15 years ago. But you know, it was at a time. I think it was probably like 2008, and I just had. It was my first time having the internet freely. You know what I'm saying? I had a laptop. Well, I had came back home from college, and my mama had a laptop, and she had the internet. So she used to just be like, "Here, use my laptop," and I used the laptop. And once you get to running on the internet, you know what I'm saying, and just get to going on YouTube had became my favorite website because I was looking at so much music. Like I said, I was looking at so much music on it, and then what really got me was I was looking through the music, and that's when I had stumbled up across that. Cause you know you dig so deep, it started taking you to different stuff, and I had seen that it was like I think the first thing I came across was satanic messages in the music. That's what I first came across. So is there satanic messages? It was either that or when they was playing the music backwards. You know what I'm saying? And I got to clicking on that, and then as you click on that, you find something else, and then you find something else. And all the way until I think I ran across some stuff like, is Jay-Z a Satanist or something like that? Is are they controlling people with the music? Man, I got so deep off into that stuff that man, I got so deep off into that stuff that the people that I was hanging around, it was starting to be uncomfortable for them to hang around me because it was like I was changing, man. It, because I was, I literally was changing because I was finding out new knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So it basically was like I was I was evolving spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Like I was coming up out of that realm that I was in, like believing this, and I was like believing this, you know what I'm saying? Believing that, and it was just like I don't know if all that stuff was real. And so to me, when I used to try to explain it to people, I would see the looks and stuff that they was giving me and stuff like that. So it kind of started making me uncomfortable. So I kind of faded away from it for a bit. And as I was fading away from it, not saying nothing about it because I was it was like I said, the looks and the stares that I was getting from it, it wasn't worth it to me. It was like, man, people think that I'm crazy. You know, I even had you know people coming back telling me that he on crack and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, damn, man, is it that bad? Like, I'll tell you, that's what that stuff do, though, man. It's like that's what type of light it bring onto you because people can't understand what's going on. Like, they just can't understand. So, like I said, as I was, kind of dimming down on it, that's when it blew up. That's when it blew up right there. It was like, boom, Illuminati is out the band. Right when all the talks in hip hop came about the Illuminati, is right when I had stopped. I was like, man, I'm done looking at this stuff, man. I had went to go get the job and stuff. I was like, man, I'm just done with this stuff. Like, I can't get too much off into that no more because I was getting denied by so many people when I was trying to talk about it that I started not to believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? I started like, maybe this stuff ain't real, man, because nobody else believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one believe it. I remember the 9/11 stuff is. I really believe that though. You know what I'm saying? I don't see now. This the thing with the music. I don't know. I don't really know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like it could be true, but then a lot of the times I just think it'd be kind of like salty people mad that they didn't make it in the industry, so they trying to find a reason to say why why the other people made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they made it because they sold they sold because they tried and didn't make it into the industry and stuff like that, or they didn't see no way in, or they couldn't see how such and such got overnight success, which nobody understands it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's really just how people get overnight success is just sure luck, and it was just supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the stars lined up, and you know what I'm saying, at the right moment, at the right time. But they do got videos of people talking about um, doing satanic messages over the albums and stuff like that. Do I believe it? I believe it. Yeah, I do believe it because people will do anything for some money. So you know, I believe it. Yeah. And so even I done did some crazy stuff before. You know what I'm saying? Like I, shit, it done got to the point where I got so hungry. You know what I'm saying? I started believing all that stuff. So I started trying to come up with conjures of my own. Like, what can I do? I even one time told my homeboy, like, I'm trying to find a way to put spells on people and stuff like that because I wanted to get into the rap game like so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't understand. Like, I was just like them. I couldn't understand how people people was growing in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Because I what see this. how people was growing and how people would just bring in those followers like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll look at somebody YouTube and you won't even, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, man, like how, you know what I'm saying? How did this even begin? Like he got 160,000 subscribers and 200,000 subscribers. Like how did this happen? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta watch that type of stuff too because all that stuff don't be real neither. Like you can pay for subscribers and all that type of stuff. You gotta watch this stuff, man. A lot of this stuff is just sheer perception, man. Like if you don't know that, you could be easily tricked, you know. And because I know how I look at it and how I've been looking at it the last probably like a year or so, that you click on a video with a lot of views, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you just do. So you could pay for views. And I ain't gonna lie, I done paid for views before. I have. I paid for views on one. No, I paid for views for like 3 videos, and I deleted 2 of them, and I kept one, and it didn't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it looked cool, but shit, it didn't really do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a waste of money because I know the views weren't real, but I don't know how many views I could have got because one thing about the video is that when I got the views, when I paid for the views, they froze the video. You know what I'm saying? So they froze the video. You know, so it was like I can't even tell how many views I got after that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, so shit, I done tried it, man. I just trying to get in that game, man. Just want to be liked. That's what it is, man. We got that problem of just want to be liked. See that spitball? I just want to be liked, man. That's just how it is. You had kings back in the day that forced you to like them. They gonna be off with his head if you don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody just want to be liked, man. Point blank period. I know I'm rambling and shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, man. I guess until next time, I'll holler at y'all boys. Peace.